Therefore, greetings to you. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on the state or the country or wherever you are watching us from. This is Ghana Talks Radio and the Political Half Show right here. Your favorite, my favorite, everyone's favorite, Ras Ellababy as your host. And I'm not paying no, maybe a Jumano. I met a former colleague here. And she was telling me how a prominent man, a man that I know from my former working space, very humble man. I mean, he helped me in so many cases, in so many circumstances that he has passed. I've heard, but with her explanation, no, the mom, you know. And I'm sure the busa said, I didn't see it. And I say, Papa no call in the village. I could see on one casa papa. Brown no call in the village. I could see any papa. And on the Monday morning that he was supposed to return back to work, your friend now on pick. And he's not a person who is late to work. I mean, Mr. Eric there, so the manager of the company went to his house later within the day because no be Antonin can. Only to get to the house to people crying and to the wife and catch manager and say anopeya or jare a bedjuma, and that was it. He collapsed and that was it. Na o jare a bedjuma, he collapsed. It's not like he slept. O jinaho and no collapse here, and that was it. Today be me papa Bishop Kobnesia Makasa bo hu ba na kwase bia nku na sabi predia sa wagimi nti wuntie the way ewiase kono wan bo hu ban akwase bi do be yete sa ate. Life is like the wind. Today we are here, tomorrow we are gone. Enti bibia wuji di no somu ye na pe baby fa wetishe because Charlie the ewiase kono enye easy. Welcome back to the Political House Show. If you just joined us, this is the Political House Show where we talk politics, we do everything politics, undiluted, unsynchronized. You try your husmaya ba and the conversation dear. So when ni se waka, you try your husmaya besia.
So radio wo UK abrochimemu era from Ghana mu ha the sound system which spinning machine papa every amana ne ababegu o Ghana mu ha enti se we ye aye we ye engagement we ye wedding we ye birthday party political parties are mo ye rally some we ye sorry am mo ye crusade. So we book carnival or any kind of event. Now we pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the mu the dia any American for GTR sounds at the amount. Your live band in so our tones at the friend ya beat me ababeboa ama ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawa enkan pupuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo befre empanifo e wo 0546960510 GTR sounds emu de angaza
Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. If you just joined us, this is Ghana Talks Radio, and this is a political hub show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. We are in our studios in Anya, Accra. We give you the best and nothing but the best. And I'm your host, of course, Ras Ellababy. Big shout outs to my godfather and my spiritual father, the president of Ajagraja movement, Bishop Kabnesiam, and of course to management for always holding us down. Now, we have interesting news, okay? You know, over it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, we've been seeing billboards around that is showing us the new force, the new force, the new force. And people have been asking, who is the new force? Who are they? And you know, some of us have our own thoughts. Some of us, we know, but, you know, we they see. Only for one man called Dr. Sam Ankra to come out with an edited, you know, photoshopped poster of his, claiming that he is the masked man. This has gone on for some time on his social media pages. And the new force came out to release a statement. Say, when you look at the content of the statement, they are trying to say Mr. Man is an imposter and that he is not the face of the new force movement. And actually, and it's very interesting. Very, very interesting, because people are asking, okay, here's the case, we don't know who the new force is, and somebody has come out claiming that he's the new force, and the faceless new force is suing the person who's claiming he's the new force. Well, so that is the first thing on our bulletin today, where the new force has sued Mr. Sam Ankra for being an imposter and posing as the face of the new force. Moving. Now, we all know the Speaker of Parliament, you know, basically he has a residence by government that every Speaker of Parliament moves into. Now, there be a mekase say MPP be free so no. Na omaino nyama no na Ghana nkasa no. Na obi the documents abase Ghana ne dia no wato omaino. Now, surprisingly, when you go on Twitter, that is Ghana Crimes, the residence of the Speaker of Parliament in Cantonment, Accra, was sold to a private developer whilst he occupied the property. Then say, a Ghana Speaker of Parliament Timunu, a buying a ton, sa dino. Whilst the property anymore, or no crowd him say a ton dino. The Lands Commission only became aware of this transaction when the developer attempted to register the property. Now, Oshe documentation na nipano edebeto hona opese or register residence now Speaker of Parliament team na, then you begin to ask yourself a lot of questions about the kind of nation and the kind of government that we are sitting in, you know. And it's sad. It's sad. They be a mekase aban we be free so no. Now one show ya airport ye kita no kra se o matonton airport asasi bi e dia me mama some company bi a omo ni track record bi an aban we be free so no, like just like the way they were able to sell Achimota Forest sa ene beba so. And you know the residence of the Speaker of Parliament, you know, so ya dia issue a kosu sisia se ya ton yaton we nya China for yaton ama company bi anka mo kwa register na Lands Commission ensa eso mu na Cocoa Board ye de na ya te ha ne nim se Cocoa Board is in debt. Cocoa Board ankasa bankrupt o mo hwede niska na Cocoa Board Cocoa Board plans to spend, you know, over $100 million, where 100 million Ghana cedi is dollars. They tend to spend $100 million purchasing solar torch lights. Ghana. Oh, Charlie. They tend to spend $100 million. And they want to spend $100 million on buying torch lights. They call it solar lights. And they are farmers, cocoa farmers all over Ghana. So they are spend now torch lights here saying. torchlights, saying chargeable lamps, saying Cocoa Board that is bankrupt wants to spend $100 million. Hey. Yes, already I call IMFC in Niska. Okay, so the scandalous multi-million-dollar deal brewing inside the Ghana Cocoa Board, which has, faced a large number of workers grumbling about the management's prolonged, spending, especially in the wake of the institution's financial challenges. They haven't even paid workers for some months now, and yet they have the money. They have $100 million to spend on torchlight, flashlight to torchlight. You see, the Command Farmers. The deal involves a company called Strategic Security Systems Limited, which Cocoa Board intends to purchase some solar torchlight from the cost of 300 million, Ghana cedi, and distributes them to cocoa farmers across the country for free. And it's mind-busting. It's just mind-busting. When you see how, under the government, we're on anchor NDC, Kaba who said, Yanum able to okuso, I'm making fuse out of it. But here's the case, it's our very own. It is our very, very, very own. And they are spending such an amount of money on just flashlight. Akosia Opoku Ajamai, or see 24-hour system is giving MPP sleepless night. It's true. I'm coming to that now. The main menu on our table has to do with the 24-hour working system that your man Penny Dada, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama proposed. I don't know why this thing has risen a whole lot of tension in the camp of the NPP. Bawumia, Bawumia should just stop talking, because the more he talks, the more he implicates himself, the more he makes himself look dumb. Excuse my words, because you can't tell me that, whatever Mahama is saying is bullshit. We already have 24-hour working system. We buy electricity 24 hours, not Jimmy for not just so 24 hours. We water system 24 hours, security 24 hours. Yo, are you that? Yo, Mr. Bawo liar. What's up, my nigga? And send me one of my worker NCC. So like, you for Sean the talk. Like you should stop talking. Let us go and watch the video. We have about 2 videos on him addressing this issue of 24-hour working system that Mahama, His Excellency, has spoken about. Na one kasa what see the yaman penia odi nanado echi. A person was abe your man penia kasa speaking out of context when it comes to this 24-hour economy policy.
24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. But because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours.
That if you make me president, I will have my own vision and I will have my own priority, and I'll bring more ideas and more ideas and more ideas. Today, John Mahama says he has a new idea. And what is the new idea? He says he wants a 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. He doesn't even understand that policy. Today in Ghana, our hospitals work 24 hours. Our electricity company works 24 hours. Our water company works 24 hours. Our phone companies work 24 hours. Many chop bars work 24 hours. Isn't it? Today, because of digitalization, the banks, you can transfer money 24 hours. You can receive money 24 hours. Isn't it? So he doesn't understand his own policy. It does not make sense. And I want you to vote in 2024 for Dr. Bawumia. I will bring a new vision. I will bring new policy. And we will transform this country. John Mahama is the past. Dr. Bawumia is the future. If John Mahama was there, we will still be having a doomsday economy. You can't have 24-hour economy with doomsday. You want to vote for Dr. Bawumia in 2024.
Now I shall Oman Penia or dear statement I will make. Now let us make certain things clear and facts here. Now when he's talking about the money, say or no by digitization to which me you can send money 24 hours, there's hospital 24 hours. What is the quality of that service? Na Mahama etisono na momo ho ne ye 24 hours ne ye momo na yet miss niska. You didn't come to digitalize that a system a idea wo. Now let's look at this. When it comes to especially your hospitals, and then uko hospital ultimi ko be 11 12 e pa ho e ko 1 a.m. 2 a.m. obeko no to le bia one doctor pe unche den hu infrastructure improvement bia and what so then we are asking so 24-hour working system na John Dramani Mahama e kan e be say NPP for shadante ase NPP omo shadante adenase. And you don't have a message and you are just bullshitting around. What the message? Now you quote here or my penya Bawumia person better. I say today there are many businesses that are already working for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity for 24 hours because of the digitalization. You can transfer money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars and restaurants that are open for 24 hours. You are not the one who brought that policy. Some of these chop bars and some of these restaurants that are working 24 hours are business ideas by the owners. An example is Abadop. She saw say, okay, the Dumelo cost and the customers, they come off peak hours into our workers. Our bema a biaba anopa, a biaba nadu akopim anopa. Not the rest are continue. It is her choice. Is this businesses, these individuals' choices. These governmental institutions, hospitals, they are supposed to work 24 hours, mandatory hospitals. Electricity. And more na mode buy 24 hours. A deal was electricity company. We work 24 hours because a basic necessity of humans. Water. A tifaton chain. A best honorable the work and share nim. The work and share that we are talking of a 24-hour working system, which is part of the system. Say Ghana workers. The Ghanaian working system is a 24-hour working system. Where me 8 to 12. I met him about 8 to 12. Now met him free from 12 to maybe an numerous I can hold 2 jobs. That is the 24-hour working system. What some of you guys have stayed up there and you know how the 24-hour working system is. Some of our people who are there are working 3 jobs. And no ma opportunity na ye there. But how you see can. And when John Dramani Mahama in his own wisdom, Atanasi who said no, the one more NPP for mobile, my say economy now is beyond repairs. When the go and look at the conditions of our hospitals. A whole Kolebu is an eyesore. A whole Confanochi Teaching Hospital is an eyesore. No about it. Catch say your hospital, you have 24-hour system. You don't have a message. So keep quiet and you do your campaign. You don't have a message. I don't even know why the NPP is so triggered about this 24-hour system by the NDC. I don't know why. Why are you guys so threatened? Because when so all you guys do is to talk and not do. But John Mahama is a man who talks and does. etibu person ye gbogbo na akoye tete mumu ade no wo hodada yo ya bremu economy baby o ma say na du no eye baby economy no ma say na du no it's okay yenkoti o mampani watwam Bahama. He spoke with TUC, giving further explanation on the 24-hour working system.
We intend to implement a 24-hour economy. And by this, we will provide incentives in terms of reduction in corporate taxes and other exemptions to businesses that will sign up to the 24-hour economy initiative. And if we remember, in the past, but then we must also look at the security side and make sure that we provide them with security. Because remember, in the past, filling stations used to work 24 hours. Unfortunately, armed robbers started attacking them, and because of that, they all closed at about 10 o'clock. And so if we're able to provide them with adequate security, businesses and services like that, there's no reason why they can't operate 24 hours. And we'll give them the tax incentives to be able to do so. We'll identify and promote strategic growth areas such as IT with a targeted $3 billion investment and drive an aggressive infrastructure development under our Big Push program. We will shift attention from the macro economy to the micro and focus on growth in the real sector instead of just on macroeconomic stability. Additionally, we'll support the TUC and
Okay, so that was the speech from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the 24-hour working system. And you can see this man has laid down facts, because first of all, you're doing security. I mean, our filling stations were doing 24 hours, but because of security reasons, about 10 or more much 11 now petrol shells for phone to be near Juma. So if the government is able to provide adequate security, yes, 24-hour working system is going to work, and that is what His Excellency is talking about. Adi amumu NPP for eba yana ne ewo na mugu. And I don't understand why they are so triggered by this. Mentiasi. They are so triggered about this 24-hour working system. I wish you said BBC and Kaumampenny, John Dramani Mahama, the best channel. Oba no aye, because why wouldn't them for it to me? About better what akasa bebre say 24-hour working system na den. And now there's one man I really love so much, John Dumelo. Obeka say obe my tweet. I say you, Dr. Bawumia, haven't offered a single policy, yet you are condemning my boss John Dramani Mahama over his 24-hour working system. Let's go and read the full tweet. Now, Otwiti, let's go and read the full tweet. Or say you at target Bawumia. Or say haven't offered one single policy yet. You are condemning my boss at John Dramani Mahama. Mahama's 24-hour economy policy. I hope this time you won't come and say one district, one ship, and one district, one factory crying Hushe, not ship. All those flag bearership programs have failed, of course. The dams have evaporated. The free SHS has caused more problems than solutions. And the factories have shut down or sacked its workers. There is no break the 8. It's fake the 8. You have faked Ghanaians for almost 8 years, and fundamentals of the economy have exposed you. Good evening. Hashtag fake the 8. No Trudeau. What Honorable said is true and nothing but the truth. The NPP has done nothing but, be bogus on all their promises. Or more promising Ghanaians. Now, when a speaker, this is our last video before I go on break and call my guest on board. Now, President Yadebima, as I would say, Speaker General, Speaker of Parliament, Jala Bisa. Sisiano to say my majority omo pa no omo ba parliament yet na omaje alawa enye asem ketwa na we na otimu say akọ speaker mu ye pa and speaker of parliament spoke to this. Let's go and listen to it.
Who have a limping majority leader. Limping because when you look at his back, you are less than those in front of you. You have a lame duck president. A lame duck because you have elected a flag bearer. And loyalty and commitments are shifting. So your president is now lame duck president. You need this side of the house to support you to finish your 8 years. And so if you don't behave well, we have a difficulty in proceeding as a nation. Please, I expect you to cooperate.
All right, so asamna na Speaker of Parliament kano enwa no. Yentwa yahusema yaba our guest, one and only social activist Makosa ebe joining yen on the show. No so on the last Monday ni yen budget no. 2024 budget no yemane bono tofa kakra so that no obeto aso ntima Makosa be joining in a few minutes. Now wa 2024 budget no so now fei or this conversation about this 24-hour working system and someone John Dramani Bawumia NPP for kika about all these things no now or no so wa bosso amaye ye try husima ya ba Makosa be joining us. Don't go anywhere.
Talks radio wo UK abrochimemu era from Ghana mu ha the sound system which is spinning machine papa every amano ne ababegu o Ghana mu ha enti se we ye aye we ye engagement we ye wedding we ye birthday party political parties are mo ye rally some we ye sorry mo ye crusade so we bo carnival or any kind of event now we pe spinning machine papa a boa sound no mu de dia ene me kanfo GTR sounds de emawo your live band in so a woto nsa de frɛn ya yebetimi ababeboa ama wodwumedi a wodi ene so atimi aye kama pa yewo enkan poponi mantamo anya aponche hotel ɛhɔ pepepe ɛna yebutuo odi ane sɛ wo bɛfrɛ empanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu wode angaza
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is the Political Hub Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and all our social media. Yes, Makosa, our social activist and one and only special guest, is right here on the show. Ojinafono. So, Mark, apome ya chao.
Hello, Poko announcer mo de sen.
Nyame adomo ye ho ye. Na Mark, me serebusa na den ekoso MPP camp no about this 24-hour working system. Why are they making it a big deal and trying to make the policy like they are trying to squash the policy that is not like the policy in holding water? Why are they threatened by John Mahama's 24-hour working system? So minim say what statements ni be Vice President Bawumia I mean, very, very lame and baseless statements or make here. What do you think about this?
Ras, not sure we are not here for you now. Now, science and some air course or NPP camp you see, it is part of, the politics. It is part of the PR gimmicks. Propaganda. Politicians mostly employ just to paint a certain picture to Asema Obiaka in order to say they want to rubbish it.
Okay.
Now, what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President, and his people, what they should be doing is to find solutions to our problems. That is what they should be doing right now. Right now, our debt rate to GDP is around 100%.
Yeah.
You are the Vice President. And when you are against also with these problems. But Asema Obiaka, it didn't see your mind we muda. Nipano, why not say problem I your mind we is largely and squarely employment problems.
Yeah. Now,
when the former president, John Dramani Mahama, now unemployment rate over 8.4%. MPP, every key month, right now as I speak, unemployment rate is around 13-14%. It means people will be in your.
Yeah.
Recently, IMF, World Bank, or more reports or more out or more survey indicated clearly said Nipa over 850,000 and or more jobs. It means that they have been pushed below the poverty line. Practically, it means that and they don't have sustainable jobs. Now, say Obi Ekasa or the 24-hour economy, what we need to do is to embrace it. But you see, it is as you say, it is a usual politics. And I was among counter and I was among rubbish. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you are the Vice President. You are the head of the economic management team. And economically, you are bankrupt. You have no ideas. You are bereft of ideas. There is nothing going on in this country. Now, as people, our quest in making sure, say, people get sustainable jobs as a country, we has always been a snail-pace approach to solving, all these long-lasting unemployment problems. Ras, so the medical unemployment rate around 2016, now around 8.4%. They say the number 13%.
Yeah.
Practically, inference now is that many people don't have sustainable jobs as we speak.
Yeah.
That is the problem. And it is quite embarrassing to hear Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his people say this 24-hour system, there are some places 24 hours system. You see, that is the reason why I said he's simply like bereft of ideas. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Ras, if you go to these foreign countries, if you go to the United Kingdom, if you go to the United States, if you go to Germany, if you go to Japan and those countries, they are more digitalized than us, right?
Yeah.
But they have equally implemented a 24-hour system.
Yeah.
That should tell you, say, the 24-hour economy itself goes beyond digitalization.
Yes.
That is what you need to understand.
First of all,
that is it. The 24-hour economy, it goes beyond digitalization. When to make us say, and mobile money, and this, and I'm open to 24-hour system. You see, it is just like impotent, mindset. Yeah, just impotent mindset. He doesn't know what he's talking about. As I speak, Ras, many companies would have wished, say, they produce more to meet, local and foreign demands.
Yeah.
But they can't because they don't have the resources to do that. Yeah. Again, these companies' reliance on, utility is keen. It's very aggressive to them. And the cost of utility you see, has been a headache to them as well. So Mahama is saying, okay, that's fine. I will help you employ more people, because when you employ more, it will boost productivity.
Yeah.
So Mahama is saying, since your productivity will be increased, it will require a lot of bills.
Yeah.
And he is ready to absorb part or portions of the bills. So see, if you like, go to the passport office right now, you will be shocked to your boots to see the number of people in the queue over there.
Yeah.
To the extent that some people go there as early as 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
To queue.
Yeah. Merely because if you don't go there early, you will not be attended to. Since I'm up from there 4 o'clock. So Mahama is saying, enough is enough. That's it. I'll make sure, the shift system takes care of that. Obi be call 8 hours in the morning, 8 hours in the afternoon. Obi be call night 8 hours.
8 hours.
So anytime bia or person unko yedwuma bia na unko access services bia no, you will get the chance to access that kind of service.
Yes.
It's very simple. Very, very simple. That is exactly what the former president is saying. So he's saying we are not productive enough as a country. That is why many of our young men and women are unemployed. So this 24-hour economy will make sure that if you do not get a job in the morning, you surely get one in the afternoon. Or you get one at night.
And one person can take 1 or 2 jobs, which will also help boost.
Exactly. Until we call anopana, why exhaust 8 hours no? Okay, here. We wait for some for around 8 hours.
Yeah.
Say so it is similar like say Otia Buchi now Oye Juma. Because Oka Buchira, Obi Kanopa, we are Sanko Ajuma different company, Esanko Juma, Esanko Jessica. And person boosting productivity now person nipa enya Jumanya. And yes, I'm away now so ye. So in the first place, for a former president to even think like that, it's refreshing and commendable.
I tell you. And you can see the youth, when you go on social media, people are really, really excited in a way by this 24-hour working system. Because we juma we kakra, now you we kakra, now we 1,000 crowd, now 1,000. Nana say bet me a socket on Yama Bebre.
That's it.
And see me name denti at the NPP ne Bawumia mo sebi omu disgrace or mohosa with this, 24-hour working system. Na your kasano can be about your system say like things will be put in place, which is the security. Because or mentioned that in his speech, he said especially with the petrol station, first, no more year 24 hours, but because of security reasons. Who share your security now? How is that, obey your day? How can they put that in place to make sure, so if this 24-hour working system so that citizens will be rest assured, so they are safe. What are some of the implementations when it comes to our security system? A bit
Ras, people are always ready to obey Juma. If only the system is working.
Okay.
If the system is working, people will be ready and willing to work.
Yeah.
Now, say security, for instance, say your funny 500, so omo enye ejumebie and omo provide security Emma company beer. This 24-hour economy will require that they employ 1,500.
Yes, okay.
Because it will be a 3-shift system.
Yeah.
So in the morning, 500 will go, afternoon 500, then night 500. So it will be like, say, provide security, we need to make sure, say, Nipa Bakopen team provide security for all these people.
Okay.
So if 200 people now, my employer, it means that they are employing 600 people at a go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Into Obi our year, Juma na that kind of assurance, ne Arishimu say, Juma na he or she is secured.
Okay.
That's it. So it is not something like, say, Nipa security. Security will be provided because you can't implement such policy without taking into consideration the security issues on it. Because security and because, for instance, if it's a filling station, now one person almost signing on to this 24-hour economy, we need to make sure they are provided like 3 times the security as compared to a day security.
Okay.
So it's a day, no, so security in AF4 and our area. At night, and there should be around 9 security.
Okay.
To check around the premises of that filling station in order that people will be safe over there.
Okay.
So I think it is refreshing and commendable.
Okay. Now, when it comes to salaries too, will it affect salaries? Because questions be a man who so in Kofosu Busapa or Twitter. Because Obi Busa say, okay, so already know me working from 8 to 5. Now me 1,000 now. Say ebe done 24-hour working system. Will my salary reduce? Like ebe affect my salary and I say be the same for the same 8 hours. No?
It will not affect your salary. It is very simple. As you know, the number of hours you are working, then you are being paid for it, right?
Yes.
The next, accompanying or the concomitant hours, somebody will also come and work. Also, okay. Night will be so be but who nipa no say wo person won extend your working hours. So why first 8 hours na person won to aso a
okay.
And on your that one it will not affect one salary because you have a fixed salary, not a variable salary.
Because then omubusa ne say the company employs 20 people. Omuti obi 1,000. Say they are going to employ 40 people. And my salary need reduce. And I say, does the company have the capacity to be able to pay more people? Like the
what
same.
Will happen is, what will happen is that the company after NIPA 20, not 24-hour economy will require that they employ additional 20 or 30 people to augment the existing labor. The government will have to come in to absorb some of the tax.
Okay.
The Abano absorb taxes. If it is utility, water, electricity, and other things, the government will absorb some of these utility tariffs.
Okay.
In order, say, because when they do that, they need to improve productivity. When improve productivity, you need to employ more people in order to meet the demands of your local and foreign, customers and what have you.
Yeah.
So when the government comes in, the government essentially comes in to make sure that the kind of taxes you pay, the utilities and other things, government takes part of it or absorb everything, hook, line, and sinker. In order that, one will obey relief in order to use those monies to pay the extra workers you have employed.
Oh, okay. So I recall say when the statement government will absorb some taxes by this company and not the companies. Oh, okay. Exactly. I see. In a nutshell, 24 hours working system where your policy say the belief that we have for this system. Would you say NDC nyame adom mo bapa no mutumi ya de we ya at least ebe socket economic growth kakra?
Yes, Ras, because mind bia enkoso the working force. Productivity any ade ade ba ko a ema oman bia ejana na mo so niema 3 say oman no enya sa niema na it turns out to be like say 1 unemployment ekoso a oman no ye den enyeyi 2 poverty edoso a oman enyeyi 3 inequality e wo oman no ma oye den oman enyeyi sa niema mensa we say wanya the reaping effect. When ya sa nyema we one fa kwan papa so one solve sa problems mensa we ya o man no entimi enjana na mo so
okay
na o man kasa ahoden nipa dodo o mo ye adwuma vis-a-vis those of them are omutua tax directly or indirectly edema aban
okay
because taxes in the man can get na aban no so edebo o man ho bra okay and it's a 24-hour economy no ba what is going to do is that boost productivity. Nipa area adwuma no sankofo na abetua tax e dia ma aban.
Okay.
Because nipa 20 no wafa or more 20 penny etua tax. But 24-hour economy will come and they will employ 60 people. So practically 60 people will be paying taxes to the government.
Okay.
So the more you employ as a government, the more you get taxes from the people. Because if you do not employ them, how do you take taxes from them? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And now the air taxi you levy amount for say it is a ladies man approach to tax your people because many people but the kakra one that the phone so what
tax yeah okay
good but I was a woman nipa no adwuma nye na what the sa adwuma no ayengina so ade nipa no tax that is what
I think that's what we foreign countries no mutaye pa. They make sure the job is there, but a crime be so on besa fa aje sikana half no. Obefa so aje. Okay, so that is very laudable. Me pacho final remarks on we no 2024 budget no Monday ni wie. It is obetima touch on it kakra so amaya.
Now, Ras, your budget na Mr. Kenuforiata ebeka ho asem edikyere no. So sha budget no enyema de ewum no Ghana for entimi enya nsunsun aso a eye positive.
So.
Na budget bia nso no say the medical kan no this is not a business budget. Budget we a national budget. Na national budget no so no mostly nipa nyina ni da so the welfare of people.
Yeah.
Nipa na prepare budget amom no say obunya ahotoso ni da so do budget no so. But me hu sa ne man sa budget we mu. Adenti America sa. Number 1. Yehwe sika abana na adwen say obinya as the revenue. It is around 176 billion, right?
Yes, that's the revenue.
But they have extended their expenditure to around 226 billion.
Yeah.
So, one expenditure LCD or revenue. What it means, they say you would have to go and borrow to support. Good to support revenue. No? When you do that, you accumulate your debt. And when you accumulate your debt, actually say that's the reason why last year debt rate to GDP that ended up 98%. Because we've accumulated the debt to the extent that your debt level no are unsustainable. Are unsustainable no. Amount for more money, so those investors no amount person or no because they understand say what debt levels no
yeah.
That is the reason why we've gone to the bond market to borrow over 13 billion. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right now, there are considerations that was external creditors enter. Now, this budget that was presented to us some few days ago, it is nothing but an IMF compelled budget. Because IMF for the open that's what it means. In the budget, there is nothing I woman everything Amaya Hoto so be said, okay, going forward, and this is what we will do for the country. Now, I was saying put it on record, say the economy now to say these taxes released near the idea it should have a direct impact on Nipana we tax free. So who you tax everywhere, and now if you are taking burden beef from citizens, it should have a direct impact. And your impact, you've done nothing, virtually nothing. That is what you see from this budget. Clearly, there is nothing in it. So because say who could rebate and also tax release on electronic vehicles, like I indicated and postulated. If I don't send the use of electronic vehicles in Ghana, what taxes on imported sanitary parts and also we need free not locally manufactured sanitary parts. So these are the things that our budget is. But you see, these are I say and share abano edeba.
Okay.
Now share abano edeba no say any effect where you saw it means say any share papa.
Okay.
And then share papa.
Yeah. Papa. Thank you so much. And now asa na obe kono mami refi kra na internationally Palestine Israel we as say who cause also England for UK for to vote be as they voted in favor as some bisa say cause bisa me so bet me attach on it Caribbean Maya
Israel ne Palestine and some air cost no the effects are yenya was so I would say anka and quite say yenya effects was so but I would say we are not prudent as for mine say adesi obi kroma na enya effect e wo yenya so enya anka Russia Ukraine we kwasa anka enya effect e wo so because baby are multiple bombs now kono bomb no be magana adenti Russia Ukraine war it enya effect on our goods and services aduane yedi emo ne ade anwa ne ade but esa ne say oman we've not done enough to making sure say ye boy your home modern ahwe ye ho nti ema bibisi ba bi say pen na anya effect e wo man no so it shouldn't be like that. Now friend then Palestine and Israel in the same way you will see say America for is on a trend and their trend is like one way or the other they are supporting the Israelites. They are supporting them say when you check other countries like China, when you check Russia and other countries, they are also saying, say, no, the Israel for and America superpowers like America, more support to Israel. It means you say, more per se Israel for include Palestinian for. Then they also support the Palestinians. And mind you, say a country like North Korea, South Korea, China, Russia, eco support Palestinians say because America for because you need to understand that Russia for a very powerful. China for a very powerful. North Korea, South Korea, they're also very powerful. So we are only praying say and escalated to that level. But clearly, when you read all the inferences, it means say I get to say it is an instigated kind of something America for for their own interests. Because at the end they see when look at Nkra Omu Ewo Palestine. Look at Nkra innocent children. They are just dying like fowls. You see, it's very bad. You see, I was saying last time I was talking to some people and I was saying like UN for I was saying they should stand tall, they should come clean and they should come clear. Ade we nya de bia we say UN for omo transfer ma de we crazy. And share wo homo nya share. If they are fighting around territories because this genocide and other things it is really hurting. It's really hurting. You go to hospitals, go to schools and go to other institutions. It's really hurting. Israel for not to me call hospital, then they will tell the doctors to run away because I create to say almost 2 age no one Ghana and patients no all these things are happening and the United Nations they are just there looking unconcerned. But you will see clearly a certain kind of trend from the Americans and some other countries say almost supporting Israel, say almost punish Palestinian for. But they shouldn't forget that there are other powerful countries over there who are watching all these things. The effect is that young Ghana for any country they have this assembly because Ghana you can move for ever. And this is Ghana man penny who can say Ghana like any other country support Israel. It means that you have taken a stance. Support Israel for. Mind you, there are Muslims in this country. If you support Israel for, it means our Muslim brothers and sisters will also be against you. So when we are taking decisions of assault, we should be very
careful.
Very, very circumspect in our pronouncements and in everything that we do. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nana. Nyame adoma Monday besa Efro Yadasapa. All right, people. Yes, that was Makosa on the line. Or break it down. Your 24-hour working. Me in particular, I'm supporting this 24-hour working system. I believe it's a system that will work. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Ghana Talks Radio UK Abrochimemu era from Ghana Muha at the sound system which spinning machine papa every amana never be go among Ghana Muha. It is a year we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way sorry more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the moo at the dia NMA Kamfu GTR sounds at the Emao. Your live band in so our tonsa at the frame ya bit me abababwa. Ama ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawo Enkran Pupuni Mantemo, Anya, Aponchi Hotel, a Hope Pepe, Ena Yebutu, Odiane said Obefre and Pennyfor, was 0546 960510. GTR Sounds, a more de Angaza.
Comments, Kakra, if you just joined us, this is the Political Hub Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio with your girl Ras Ellababy. These are some of the comments that come on Facebook. That's Mark Werry Yanipa or say bam more fire Ras. Abe Samuel or say more fire Mark. Madam Patience Darko or say the vice president is behaving like a woman. Kwabena Forson responded to those, say absolutely like an angry ex. Kwabena Forson, he said in Canada nothing sleeps. When you are in Ghana, worst thing you can feel is hunger at night. No access to food is very, very true. When you do night shifts, you get like 1 cedi incentive on top of your pay if you are paid hourly, but if it's rates per day, then some incentives on top of your day rate should be added, same as salary per month. This is where he's explaining the question that I asked my Kosa, if you know people's pay are going to be affected, and you know on Tigana, so he's trying to explain. Say when you're night shifter, at least you get more incentive. And to say what the 1,000 cities are, so not oko night. I was so to me you say 50 cities be on top for you running night shift. I believe this is a system a bit to me Ayejuma, and I really support His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said obe to me aye amana bro. So thank you so much for joining us this week on Ghana Talks Radio on the Political Hub Show. It has been a great moment. Nami Abduma, next week, of course, we'll come back your way. But before, remember to go on our channel, subscribe and follow us. Look for the Political Hub Show, of course. Leave your comments and we'll always really out here. Of course, www.GhanaTalksRadio.com. Second thing, get the catch-up section. Some of you don't want to just watch, but you want to listen. Go on there and listen, get the app, and of course, listen to our letter today. Of course, dear Trent, what is happening in the entertainment field? On Himalayan and Radio Mas Simple to bring it to you. But before, after the show, of course, the DJs will take over, will give you music unlimited. Do not go anywhere, so you can stay with us. This is Ghana Talks Radio. We are the youth. We give you more. Thank you so much.